Here with us now is Gerson Gibbs. Gerson, thanks for joining.
How are you? Thanks for having me.
I'm great, better now, thank you. Let's take a look at this poll by Pew Research. 41% of Americans said they didn't use cash for any purchases in a typical week. Keeping that in mind, what impact could this legislation have if nearly the majority of Americans already don't use actual cash? They're using their cards, they're using Apple Pay.
Well, I think that they're not considering the people that aren't using cash. I think they're considering the people that are using cash. And that's why they are creating this legislation, just to protect, people like seniors or underserved communities. I think that they want to also take those people into consideration. And that's why they created this law.
I think that's a very important point, and I'm glad you brought it up. There's a lot of sporting venues, like MLB, for example. They're mostly cashless. What are the benefits of being cashless for businesses?
Oh, there's tons of benefits for business. It's lower cost, prevention of fraud, how you monitor your books and your records, accessibility to clients. And as you mentioned, there's 41% of people that aren't using cash. So I think they're serving to their audience and their target audience. I believe that individuals that are utilizing these betting centers are not using cash.
We saw a spike in cashless businesses during the pandemic. It made sense. It was for sanitary reasons. But now it's been 5 years since the pandemic. What are the push factors currently, today?
I think there's more than just sanitary reasons. And of course, we can take COVID into consideration. And I believe that going cashless definitely assisted with, getting past the COVID pandemic. However, I think just technology, changes in technology, these things with the stable coins and the crypto coins are all changing how we use money and how we go about paying for things. And I think it's just inevitable change that's going to occur in the United States and around the world, that we're going to ultimately go cashless. But I believe that, this legislation is all about just protecting the people that haven't made that transition yet. Of course, not all seniors or all underserved communities don't have access to cashless means. And however, there are people out there that do, and they need to be taken care of. And the transition needs to be a lot smoother. That's why I think that they put this in place.
No, I see seniors at bodegas, for example, with their cash counting it out. It's still very common. You mentioned around the world, we are seeing countries like Sweden, China, the UK, they're trying to pivot to a completely cashless society. Are there any security benefits for completely digital financial assets? We know privacy is always a huge concern.
Privacy is always a huge concern, but as I mentioned, with all the changes in the crypto space and the digital currency space, I believe that they're moving forward with legislation and regulation over a lot of these transactions. I believe it's going to be a lot easier to track because of the new legislation coming through, and they're also deciding what entity is going to regulate this. So I believe it's a benefit, as well as some cons to it, because just the transition, it can't happen that quickly, but things are moving really fast, and they're just trying to get control of it and cater to some people who don't have access to cashless means.
And I do agree with you. I think crypto, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when, and make sure all Americans are taken care of. Thank you for your insight, Gerson Gibbs. You appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Of course.